Okay, Jeremy here, JeepsUnlimitedPartsBreakers.com, 303-666-9020. I'm listing a tub. I've actually had this thing for a while. It was buried. We redid our yard a little bit. We're still redoing it, and it was buried. So I had preliminary photos of it it's in its entirety when it came in as a Jeep, and figured I'd put the tub up that way. It didn't surprise me. It doesn't sell that way. They're hard to sell that way because realistically you can't see a tub very well if the frame, if the seats, the carpet, whatever's mounted. And rust is the most important thing. People don't want to just buy something rusty. So in the case it had sold, I would have still stripped it down and done the video and all that, but it didn't, so it worked out. And I happen to have a call on it. I will fire this off to here soon. There's one more over here. And I'll send you that one as well after I get done. Our internet is really slow out here. So yesterday I was actually past couple days, it literally was taking me hours to put things up. We have radio internet, and then our cell phones are AT&T, which you think would be great. And usually they are, but whatever, they're freaking slow too right now. So anyway, this is off of a 2009 black, right? There's still some things on it that we would normally take off if you need them. I have no problem making you a deal on them. I will mention them as we go by. Fuel filler neck, these are probably not worth a ton. We usually pull it. The seat belts we definitely pull. I don't know if these are good anymore. They've sat outside for a little bit. Oh, look at that, they are good. So those will come out. The rear ones will. I think the driver's side is actually in here as well. The rest have been pulled. And again, if you need that kind of stuff, just let me know. They're just got washed, so they're gonna need to be dried out, and we'll retry and make sure they're working. But okay, there's a couple things that it's gotten little dings underneath the fender flares from sitting in the yard. But when it came in, it was beautiful. Didn't have no rust on it. Still doesn't have any rust on it. And no damage. So like I said, it's unfortunate when they sit out here for too long. I should have got on these sooner, but things happen. We have 7 acres out here. One of the largest Jeep-only rust-free. Not going to claim the biggest yard. I've been out the East Coast, Midwest, and there's some monster yards out there. Not necessarily for Jeep, but some of them are. But I tell you what, you'd be pressed to find a yard that's got cleaner metal than we do. We don't buy anything east of us, which includes Kansas, Nebraska. We deliver out there. That's usually the Rust Belt where it kind of starts. And that's essentially why we don't rust here in Colorado for the most part. I mean, if you get to some of the mountain areas, you can find rust just because people don't take care of them. They sit in snow banks. But we don't salt our roads here, which is a huge thing. Environmentals, whether you agree with it or not, I love it. The fact that we don't do it, even though our roads are a little dicey sometimes, it preserves our vehicles a heck of a lot better. So we do use mag chloride here, which can tarnish aluminum, but really does nothing to steel. So that's why you're seeing this. I don't know, how old is this thing now? 30 years old? Maybe not quite that old, no. My math is a little off today. 20, 15, somewhere in there. It's old, right? It's not super old, but it's old. It's a lot younger than I am. But I've seen trucks out there, I know, 5 years down the road on them, and they are absolutely, the beds are done. So mainly we do Jeeps here. We do, speaking of trucks, have a few truck beds. And then mainly we buy the big stuff just because people bring it in and it's just weight for us. The Jeeps are really what we take all our pride in. So, okay. So a couple other things. These roll bars, the roll bar itself is integrated into the tub. That's the way we sell them. We do not cut them out unless the tub is damaged. So you will get this nice roll bar. We usually do pull the pieces that are removable that I don't cut out, obviously, something that's just bolt. I think these arms come off. We do usually sell these. The door hinges there, the ones on the driver's side were already pulled. These ones were left on because the door was actually still on it. I still do have a passenger, and I might have a silver driver's side door as well. And then we do pull the hard top. So I'm not trying to make it sound like we nickel and dime everything on these, but in all honesty, a JK is so expensive to buy it apart, especially one that's not wrecked, that we really have to go after the small stuff on them. Otherwise, we just don't do them. So, okay. So the sides, as you can see, and the whole point of this video is to make it feel like you're standing here next to me. I love photos. Photos are awesome. I will have some photos of this as well, but really nothing can compare to a video. Okay, the rear hinges will come off. These actually are moving, which is nice. The cover, that'll come off. And then I think the only thing underside I seen, didn't have any tools to pull, was the brake lines, and they're in good shape too. So we'll yank those guys off. But everything else, if I didn't mention it, it's yours if you end up taking it. So as I said quickly in the call, and I've been saying all week for the past few weeks as I started planning this trip out, I've been doing these trips for over 20 years. So I've been doing it for 21. I started doing the trips right after I started it. And just more or less at the time, there was no way to transport things out. I washed it. That's why there's water sitting in it. And I missed a couple spots, obviously. But anyway, so I've been doing it for a long time. For a few years there, we were able to freight them, but they got expensive again. So, and then I do hot shot. We do hire a hot shot crew when I don't run them out. We do that. Actually, this is our busy time of year till about June. And our hot shots will leave about every 2 weeks. It's a little bit more expensive to do a hot shot, especially on a JK tub, than what I typically charge. I just do 500. Now, I've never gone up. In 15 years, it's been 500 flat rate. Whether you buy a tub, a frame, both, a whole bunch of things, or one thing. The only thing with a JK tub that's a little bit different, and it's not so much the cost, is that these are a lot heavier than a TJ tub. A TJ tub I can move around by myself. A frame I can move around by myself. The JK's got really the reinforcements, right? So they are stout and they are heavy. It's definitely doable with a couple guys. Pick them up. You can see as they lay out here, and these arms are included. If you look at, funny thing about a JK tub, if you ever go to like a Jeep website and look at parts on them, they're actually sectional. It was the first tub they ever did that on. And so I learned that when I tried to list one of these and was trying to incorporate all the original part numbers. We like to do that in our ads so people can find them on the internet easier. And I realized you can't do that because every single piece of this tub is a section that was welded together. Of course, that's already, they all are, I guess, for the most part. But as a buying them, you buy them in sections. At least that's how it was last time I looked. So that makes them a little bit more intricate. And because of that, they are just heavy, stout tubs. They really are. So, okay. So hopefully, and I know I've kind of been jabbing a lot, so I'll give you a rundown. There's a little bit of dirt over there still. And the water will get that drained out of it. But the wheel wells are nice. Don't worry, I'm going to show you up underside. That's some of the things I'm the most proud of is our underside. I kind of went into that sectional section because people always call about wanting these arms cut off. And I know you can cut them. You can cut them off, redo them. You might not even want them, depending on what you're doing with it. We do include them. If you decide, hey, I don't want them, I can probably sell those and would get them down a little bit. But it almost doesn't offset the cost. I hate to cut a tub. We'd have to buy the tub for the same price, then we'd work it out on the back end because it takes so long to dissect this part. So I really want to leave this thing alone. The rockers are beautiful. I'm going to get it in the air so you can really see that side of it. Okay, a little bit of surface corrosion and these little arm brackets that come off this because there's no clean out for them. I think they kind of trap stuff up in there at both sides. You can see it on this side too where it kind of layers out there. But nothing else on them. The arms are straight. Your fenders will sit straight. Okay. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let me get it up in the air. You see the bottom, and I'll attempt to upload it. I'll go put it up at the upper lot so it doesn't get bumped into. And there's the truck. It's only partially loaded. I usually bring my Kodiak 1.5 tons, but on my last trip to East Coast last August, I had the misunfortunate event of breaking down in New Jersey, no less, on a turnpike, not cheap, and I was able to limp it back home. So I don't know how, because the moment I literally pulled into my driveway, the tranny completely went out. So I got it somehow home, the grace of God, and then she decided to give up. So won't be bringing that truck on this trip, which is unfortunate because I have a little sleeper in that. It's super comfortable, kind of a rough ride, but makes up for it the way I can do that. This is just my little truck, another Duramax, so hopefully she takes it. I've been on the East Coast with it too before I got the other one. So, okay, channel pockets. These are the most important things. You got one. I don't remember on a JK. On a TJ, there's 10 of them. Let's see if we can count them off here. 1, 2. And you got, I don't know if there's a plug up there. Oh, that's a drain plug. That's probably how the water's sticking there. 3, and then 4. And those are all good, nice clean threads, nothing broken off. Okay. 4, 5. Okay. 6. Those are captured nuts. They'll float. They're supposed to. 6, 7. A little bit of corrosion there, but not too bad. There's the mud I messed up in there. Okay. Yeah, lots of mud. I guess I missed more than I thought. Actually, I cleaned this. I bet when it rained down on it. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Where are we at? What are they, about 8 of them, I guess, in these? I think that's probably about right for a 2-door. TJs, like I said, they have 10. I'm kind of surprised these don't have the same. So rocker itself underneath, and this usually is covered up if you have a frame rail, a rocker guard, something up. This is beautiful. The actual rocker itself is gorgeous. Little flap here gets pretty bent up. Just moving around the yard, that will happen. On that silver 4-door over there, I did a number on it. I came in from this side and picked it up, but luckily one of my body guys got out there with he just used a adjustable. Pretty amazing. You could barely see it's even there, but something I like to show nonetheless. I do want you to see this, like I said earlier, as if you were standing here right next to me. So some of the shielding is still up. There's still a little bit of mud up there. Those are the cables I was talking about. We'll yank those off. These are actually in pretty good shape. If you need them, just, again, let me know. We can work some of that stuff out. And I think that's about it. Hopefully I covered it all. We'll show the rocker on this side. That all looks really clean. Really clean. And then there's that ding I pointed out earlier. You can kind of see back here, and it's pretty shiny. That probably happened not too long ago. So definitely want to get them. And they're foamed. These are foamed from the factory, just to keep that in mind. I don't know if that really matters to anybody or not, but you're going to get it regardless. I think just for sound deadening, and who knows why, maybe safety. But it's still up in there. So, okay, corners look great. Again, tub really speaks for itself when you look at it like this. I'm going to keep it in the air and take some photos of it just in case it doesn't sell. We can get it up online. And if you see it, I'm going to be working late tonight. I'm trying to get out of here any day now. I was supposed to get out of here Friday, so I've kind of put it off. It's not a big deal. I kind of like doing that. I'd rather have a full load going out. But I said this a little bit earlier and kind of beat around the bush on it. With this one, unloading it, we can definitely do it with a couple guys. It would be nice to unload it with a tractor, a forklift, a skid steer, something. Keep in mind on the skid steers, they are a little awkward to pull one of these off, especially from the front. You almost have to chain them from the rear, just because usually the forks aren't long enough. But you can see my forks. We got some extension. They're kind of all bent out of shape, but nonetheless, it works. So, and we can manhandle it off. I won't say we can't. It just does take 2 people. Ain't going to happen. We'll hurt ourselves doing it. And I already went to chiropractor today. So, okay. So 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. Like I said, I have a green one here that I will be washing. It's not washed yet. I got a frame I got to finish washing tonight, and then I'll have that one posted as well. So I'll try to send them about the same time just so you can see them, compare them, figure out which one you want to go with. And you can clearly see on that guy there, the extension bars on the roll bar, those have already been pulled. Still has exactly the same front mounts, everything like that. That one is fully stripped down to where it should be the way that we do sell them. And that one didn't come in too long ago. So, all right. So that's only 2 doors I have. And then for anybody else looking that catches this video and says, hey, I want one of those, but for a 4-door. I do have a silver 4-door, and I have a green 4-door as well. It's up at the house, or up at our upper lot here, where we put our tubs so they don't get backed into. And 4-doors go for a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll make a deal. The only thing on a 4-door is I probably can fit this thing. I'm going to say 99% sure I can move around my load a little bit and get this guy on the trailer safely, securely, so it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. A 4-door would be possible, but not 100% on that. So kind of worked out if it does work out. And like I said, I'm going to be in your neck of woods, which is awesome. You couldn't have asked for better than that, because I've been in the northern part of Michigan. Matter of fact, Mackinac Bridge, Traverse City, all those areas, all the way up to upper UP. And usually it's like a one load. So I have a couple that are kind of up in your area. And the fact that I have one in Manistee, I think it's called, which is awesome. So that's a TJ tub. So, okay. All right. Thanks a lot. Again, we'll look forward to talking to you later. Jeeps Unlimited, partsbreakers.com, Jeremy, and 303-666-9020.